Tonight, Battle Royal, last 2 men in the ring, get your shot at the NWA Mountain State Tag Team titles. All the tag teams they have here has already fell off the ladder. They have no one else to put against us. Now they're having a Battle Royal to try to power somebody up to take on us. It don't matter. Tell them.
You know, you got your Derek Billings, you got your Billy Lips, you got your Cooks, you got your Shanes, you got your Johnny Blast, you got your Diablos. We don't care what team we have to go through. We don't care what we have to do in this promotion. We told you we was going to be the best tag team champions you've ever seen, and we promised and delivered. And we don't care if you're our best buddies drinking beer or if you're across the hall cussing our names out. We'll put these titles on the line, and we'll show you why the Bunkhouse Boys are here to stay as the NWA Mountain State Tag Team Champions.
I'm Dean Bibb, and accompanied this evening by the return of someone. That's right, it's the return. Somebody you didn't ever want to see again, right, Bibb? Well, I must admit.
Give me a kiss on my little hairy cheek here.
I can't find it through the hog jaws. We got J.C. Dice Jr. here joining me.
Back here in NWA Mountain State.
That's an opinion. Okay, first match.
Garbage is already in the ring.
We got the first match of the evening. Speaking of who's in the ring, we're having a battle royal this evening.
That's right.
And this is going to be a really, really great event to watch. We've got an all-face battle royal. And the last two participants are in the ring are going to form a tag team, get the title shot later in this hour. We're going to go to the ring for the announcements.
For a long, long time.
The following contest is a special battle royal. Ladies and gentlemen, the final two participants will form a tag team and get a title shot later tonight at your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Championship held by the Bunkhouse Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the participants from Princeton, West Virginia, Dynamite Derek Billings. From the underground, the War Machine. From Raleigh, North Carolina, Raw Talent, Ricky Shea. From Pineville, West Virginia, Michael Cook. Your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Frank the Tank Parker. From Charleston, West Virginia, Chris King. From Hotlanta, Georgia, Billy Litt. And the Maestro. That is a lineup.
Yeah, this is a lineup. This is something I've been looking for months. Get all these little goody two-shoes in the ring and let them beat each other's brains out while all them really, really meticulous guys are in the locker room just laughing. The Bunkhouse Boys, their work's going to be easy because these guys are going to beat their brains out for the tag team title. Look at that, Fred and Fred. This is just great.
Hey,
I'm loving every minute of it.
the competition has gotten so fierce here in your absence that it takes friend to going after friend.
Yeah,
the competition against for all these titles has just gone through the roof. Look at Maestro using Billy Lynn.
Now what happens if these guys get into it? At the end, they have to be partners. They're going to be able to coexist in the ring with the tag team belt.
If it comes to getting the tag team championship, I believe they would. I think that Derek Billings would team up with Frank Porter. I believe Chris King would team up with the Maestro.
I don't think it'll happen.
I think perhaps you're just still a little emotionally attached to the Bunkhouse Boys here, DC.
Well, I do have some connection to the Bunkhouse Boys, so so bad my Texas Outlaws ain't in there right now because this would already be over. We'd be calling the next match. But look at that right there. Former tag team champions going after each other and Billy Litt and Dynamite Derek.
War Machine trying to get Stro over the top rope there. Maestro fighting back.
It looks a little bit like some are watching each other's backs. You know, War Machine and Derek have been partners in the past, and they've been looking really good. And Cook and Shane have a connection from deep down. But it doesn't look like Billy Litt and Dynamite Derek's really on the same page anymore.
Well, both.
It looks like any man for themselves, and it doesn't matter.
Recently, speaking of Derek Billings and Billy Litt has been concentrating more on the singles aspect of it. Dynamite Derek Billings teaming with the War Machine.
This looks like old times just right now. You got War Machine and you got Frank Parker in the same corner. We saw them two fight over the heavyweight title all last night. Now we're seeing them fight over a tag team title. why Frank Parker even needs a tag team title. He's already holding the NWA Mountain State heavyweight title.
It's all
Makes
about the
no sense.
prestige. You should understand prestige as Billy Lick goes airborne on the Stroh. And Stroh catches
Looks
him.
like it didn't really work for the little Tigger. Looked like. Well, looks like we got our first entry.
Billy Lick has been eliminated by the Maestro. Billy Lick has been eliminated.
I do have to applaud the Maestro for taking all the trash out of this match first, weeding him out little by little.
And the Maestro, as he takes down Chris King.
Look at this, it's all separate. No, Chris King's taking the Maestro. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. The man's 400 times his size right now.
Looks like Chris King may be going to the locker room. He's fighting.
He may. Oh.
Oh my.
It is.
Chris King has been eliminated by the Maestro. Chris King has been eliminated.
Okay.
Open-handed slam on Michael Cook as the War Machine starts taking it to save his partner.
Oh.
War Machine now working over Raw Talon Ricky Shane.
Looks like it's weeding down to where it's just a possible 3 separate teams in there. Could be anybody. We don't know. At the end, it could be, War Machine, Ricky Shane.
Oh, War Machine just throwing! Manhandling Raw Talent! Ricky Shane has been eliminated by the War Machine!
I don't
Ricky
think it's
Shane
going
has
to
been
be the
eliminated!
possibility of a team. I think Ricky Shane's just not going to be looking out for that no more. Oh,
Michael
look
Cook.
at that.
Michael Cook has been eliminated by the Maestro! Michael Cook has been eliminated!
There's any possibility here.
The modern wrestling marvels are out of contention.
You could see Frank Parker and the War Machine go after these. You could see Stroh and Derek Billings. You could see Derek Billings and Frank Parker. War
Billings
Machine
and
Stroh.
Billings and Stroh exchanging chops.
That's making me cringe from all the way up here. I don't know about you, Bibb.
Frank Parker, he's choking out his former nemesis, now fan favorite, the War Machine, and Stroh's working on War Machine with the save on his tag team partner.
Whoa!
Oh, my
a
goodness!
double elimination. Look at that.
War Machine and Derek Billings have been eliminated. Your winners of the Battle Royal, scheduled to face the tag team champions later in the evening, will be the team of Frank the Tank Parker and the Maestro.
Easy work for the Bunkhouse boys. Simply put. It won't take them that long.
We'll wait to see about that, man.
Remember, anybody that was under the tutelage of me as a manager or had any dealings with me was always risen to the top.
What does that smell?
Diablo Jr., let's not start that smell again. We might have to have a hair versus hair match here tonight. You will wind up falling.
At least I have something to lose. Well, why don't you take us to commercial break?
Why should I do all your jobs?
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more NWA Mountain State Wrestling action right after this with Diablo Jr.
Good job.
and
Frank.
Johnny Blast versus Sean O'Sullivan and Jazzy. Up next.
Man no longer needs me. He's got the devil himself in Johnny Blast. He even got matching ring attire.
You must have taught Diablo Jr. well because the man does not like me at all. Sound familiar?
But then anybody that meets you doesn't like you well at all.
I won't justify that with comment as Johnny Blast gets in Patrick Nicholas's face. Their opponents this evening, of course, are going to be the Irish Iron Man, Sean O'Sullivan, and the man from the car wash, Jazzy.
Oh, great. It's like a rejected job that's coming out.
You are so opinionated, it's a wonder you still breathe.
Now, Sean O'Sullivan can just make it down those stairs without falling down them. Really doing really, really good. And Jazzy, I haven't seen much out of, but I'm hoping to see something right soon. I don't know about Sean O'Sullivan ever getting to the high-flying level. Heck, I don't even know if he should be allowed past the first row, more or less the second.
Sean O'Sullivan, my man, has proven himself time and time again.
Looks like a spirit squad. Yeah, oh well. Look at that.
Jazzy going into the crowd to show some love. It's going to be a hot contest as Sean O'Sullivan clears half the ring yet again.
good competition.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Team 1 from the great land of Mexico. He is the legendary luchador Diablo Jr. And his partner from Roswell, New Mexico, he is Johnny Black. Boy, these guys are popular in Bryan County.
Oh yeah.
And their opponents
These people know
from
time.
Dublin, Virginia, the Irish Iron Man, Sean O'Sullivan.
Just stand there.
And from the Car Wash, Jazzy. Patrick Nicholas, your referee.
Yeah, from the car wash, he needs to go back there from the seams of it. Boy, forgot to even change his clothes before he got to the ring.
Buddy, I tell
You look on my side, my guys that I used to be with. Boots, singlet, tape, mask. You look on this side, you got a guy that looks like a green M&M and somebody that looks like they literally came from the car wash.
Well, you know, I understand professional is as professional does.
All I
that
look
I can
for is
understand.
Richard Pryor in a pimp suit sitting in the back of the car wash teaching his kid how to wrestle. You never know.
Good movie. All right, we
We'll
got
see
the
some
smaller
lockup.
men on each team locking up here.
Oh,
Diablo
look
coming
at
out.
that, yes. I taught him every bit of it.
Oh, I see.
Every bit of it. I didn't teach him how to do that.
Ah,
He'll
yeah.
get out of it eventually.
Eventually.
He's wild.
When Jazzy lets him go.
He's a well-respected luchador in, well, Mexico, rather.
Coming up later in this hour, Chance Prophet taking on Billy Litt. And Chance is the new national heavyweight champion in the NWA. It's a non-title matchup. We're so proud to have Chance Prophet.
Oh!
And Jazzy hits a Hurricane Rana on Diablo.
Oh! Hard and Segura. Here comes Blast. Blast broke it up.
Last broke it up like the veteran that he is here. We're also going to have the television return of the Prowler taking on Chris King in one-on-one action.
Yeah, right there is a lot of things you never see. Diablo, yeah, everyone said, oh, he's chickening out. No, he's being wise because in a little bit he'll come back in and it'll be over.
Well, I
See
tell
how
you,
well this works. We got Blast and Mr. Cornrows. Mr. Cornrows in there.
well, kicking in on that arm there.
You said a lot of
Bringing it
good
around.
things about Jazzy, but all I've really seen is he knows how to work an arm and knows how to do a good head scissor, but I'm not for sure yet. And as long as O'Sullivan stays out of his outside of the ring, this match should be decent.
As I said, man, your opinions, it's a wonder you're still alive.
My opinions are the only ones that matter, Bean. You just go
Bean.
Bean.
I like that, guys.
It makes it a whole lot better. You should be listening, not talk at all. Let me call this great action. Well, there goes the neighborhood.
All right, here comes O'Sullivan from the top rope. Here comes O'Sullivan. Big double axe handle off the top. Moving into an arm wringer.
Here we
And
go. Blast has got him. It's
immediately to the corner.
Over. It's over. Watch this break. Patrick Nicholas never expected. Right in that gut. Oh!
5 minutes have elapsed in this match. 5. Reversal by Sullivan on the elbow.
Good match.
O'Sullivan kind of looking for some crowd gratification there.
Well, O'Sullivan seems like he's getting a little bit better since the last time. Not much.
Backbreaker now.
Something really new from him. What is this? What is going to
Springboard?
happen? Oh my God. Oh. A senton from a
Springboard
back.
senton and a swing at Diablo.
Come on, break it up. Good going, Blast.
Good tag team combination there by
They're
the
just
relatively
toying
new
with them
team.
and letting them get them 2 counts.
Well, toying around can cost you the match.
You know, if they wanted to, they couldn't even get a 1 count or even a count at all. This should have been over before even Sullivan got to even get in the ring, but they're just toying with this new guy, Jay. Look at
Johnny
that
Blast working through a top
reverse.
Absolutely, I'll give him that top wrist lock straight back to the side and to the
Keep
side
watching.
headlock.
You'll get a schooling from Mr. Blast in a minute.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. The history of this man, very good.
See what's going to happen here. Oh, good shoulder time.
Stomping on the head there.
See what Blast has got in store for him next.
Okay, Irish whip. Reversal now, Majesty. Sets him up. Leapfrog over. That was nice.
That
Give
was
props.
textbook. That was something out of the shades of the Rock and Roll Express right there.
That was a beautiful drop kick by Jazzy. Sending Blast back to the rope.
Oh, second second time just didn't seem as sweet as the first, did it?
Once too often to the well went Jazzy, and the wily veteran held on.
That shows how smart Mr. Blast is. Fool me once, but never fool me twice.
Blatant disregard for the rules there with the choke. And the action right there in your home, courtesy of Cucumber and Company here on Fox West Virginia.
It seems like these fans here in Ronsford, West Virginia are really enjoying this action.
Absolutely. Edge of your seat. Last working that arm over.
Oh, El Diablo, good job.
That'll
I
dislocate
taught
the
him
shoulder.
that one too. He learned a lot under my tutelage. He learned a lot of English words, moves, repertoire. Watch this. Oh,
Diving headbutt.
diving, side headbutt to an arm.
Sean O'Sullivan trying to break it up.
It's like Lucha Libre meets the Anderson brothers when them two get in the ring together.
That's a very, very good analogy. I think I'll take that, Matt.
Jazzy and Sean O'Sullivan, it's like car wash meets car wreck.
Never seen them tag before. This is their very first time. And let's face facts. If they can hold their own against Johnny Blast and Diablo, they're doing something.
I don't know. Last time I think I've seen footage of them two tagging was from Hinton, and Jazzy got into a little bit of a tussle with Mad Dog Steve Ramsey and got him a little bloody. And look at that, Anderson.
You had just talked about the Andersons.
That
Absolutely.
hammerlock body slam. You will not see that from anybody but Mr. Blast.
Oh, and it must be something that you taught the bandit also. I'll give you credit.
Them guys listen to me right down the center. 3 in a row.
Beautiful elbows by Johnny Blast here. Don't forget, the last matchup resulted in the team of Frank the Tank Parker and the Maestro. They're going to be taking on the Bunkhouse Boys for the title match.
Fluke. It's not going to happen. Bunkhouse Boys are going to easily walk out of there 5 minutes tops.
So you've got Diablo Jr. sending in
Watch
Jazzy.
this. See how this goes. Come on, Diablo. Whoa.
Diablo missed. He's on the second turnbuckle.
Oh. Double
Back
kick.
brain kick.
Both down.
Okay, who
See
can get
wants
up?
to get up first.
Sean O'Sullivan getting the crowd behind his partner.
Doesn't matter how fast he gets that crowd back. Diablo's wily. He'll be up on his feet before Jazzy can even know where he's at.
We haven't seen
Watch this. You get a hot tag right here.
tag there to Johnny Blast, and here comes Sean O'Sullivan.
Look at that.
Irish Iron Man taking him down. Irish Iron Man standing his ground here in the center of the ring.
Never know what's going to happen. I give Sullivan credit. He is getting better. You'll never be as good as Mr. Blast and Diablo.
Gets a hook in the leg. Diablo breaks it up.
He looked at Diablo and didn't even think about, oh, maybe he might do something.
Jazzy coming in, and we got a double team on Jazzy.
Oh, yes. Chuck him on out.
Hey, they thought they sent him over,
whoa,
Jazzy.
whoa, what's
He
he
set up
doing?
with a springboard.
Oh!
One man
That
double
could
kick.
have not happened. That was not supposed to happen.
We need a cover, and this match could be over. Now
Look,
Patrick Nicholas is sending him
Nicholas,
out.
I applaud him. Get that legal man out of there.
We got Sean O'Sullivan working with Diablo. And a low blow by the veteran
right
Johnny
there.
Blast and a cover. Patrick Nicholas has to go outside for the count, and it's over.
That's right, I told you. It's over like nothing.
Here are your winners, the team of Johnny Blast and Diablo Jr. I don't like the way the match ended, but in the end, I don't guess I have to like it because it's a
You don't
victory.
have to like it. No matter any way it happens, it's a victory. Familiar music hitting the air, the familiar music of victory for Johnny Blast and Diablo.
Sean O'Sullivan and Jazz E. You're just 2 more people who got in the ring with Diablo Jr. and Johnny Blast and failed miserably. The #1 tag team in Mountain State Wrestling today, Johnny Blast and Diablo Jr. Jazz, Sean O'Sullivan, you're the latest 2 victims. Michael Cook, Rookie Shane, the modern day Marvels. The only thing you're going to marvel about is how fast that ambulance takes you to the hospital after Johnny Blast and Diablo Jr. get through with you. You boys think you want it? You don't know what you want, because when you finally get it, the end is near. You don't want it, you just think you do. You can come and get it, but you don't really want it. Johnny Blast, Diablo Jr., #1
Numero uno.
in Mountain State.
Okay, so let me guess. You used to gonna watch his matches, huh?
Oh, yes. It was like Mad Dog Bashan and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Nice analogy.
Except he didn't really do a cartwheel.
Of course, his opponent's gonna be Chris King.
We haven't seen much
coming
of
out
Chris
here.
King. It's good to see him back, I guess.
Yes, always. Chris King's had some hard matches recently.
If you remember the last time we seen Chris King, he got dumped over the top rope. After this match, remember, we do have Chris King's former rival, Chance Buffett, new NWA National Heavyweight Champion.
National heavyweight champions have included Dusty Rhodes,
Ted DiBiase,
Buddy Landell,
the Masked Superstar 1 and 2, Jake Roberts.
That's some lineage there. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the middle of the night, he is the Prowler. His opponent hails from the capital city of Charleston, West Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. He is Chris King. Mad Dog David Lynch is your referee. And giving a wave to the people in the room camera there.
I can't really call this one because I haven't seen much out of King except for his little tumble over the top rope.
Oh, give him some credit.
I really
You've seen him as a
haven't seen much
TV
from the
champion.
Prowler.
You need to give Chris King some credit here. He's been our television champion. He's been our junior heavyweight
last
champion.
time I seen Chris King as the TV champion, he smacked a chair to my face when he was facing El Diablo, so I ain't got much words for the man. But I haven't seen
I always
much
knew
out
I
of
liked
the
his.
Prowler.
I always knew I liked the way Chris King worked.
I just want to see how this Prowler looks. He might be, later on needing the guidance and tutelage of someone. At first, with that train whistle, I thought we were going to hear Blast come out, but I guess not.
It did kind of sound like running with the devil there. Collar and elbow tie up here. And the Prowler, a little bit taller, a little bit heavier, coming in. Big swing, he misses it. And King comes back with a forearm.
Mistake right there. A lot of guys, you never know. I know with the Texas Outlaws, the masks and some gotta be tricky, but in order to work under a mask, you got to be that mask. You got to know that mask.
That's it.
It has to become a piece of you. I remember the Texas Outlaws before shaving with their masks on. Don't ask me how they did it, but they did it. Eating cereal is kind of a little bit of a joke. Oh, hammerlock, reversal. Good tight hammerlock. Ah, there it is. There.
Yeah. Showing
Prowler
some.
showing he knows a little bit about a technical skill. Oh, but right back. Right into a side headlock. King's looking a little bit more fluid than he used to. Seems like he's stepping his game up a little bit.
Oh. Stop that one. He says, come on, bring it again. Misses with the clothesline.
Could be that his rivals in the house and wants to make a good show. I never know. On the ropes is the Prowler.
Chris King showing some offense.
Firing
Following up
him
that.
off.
Absolutely. Chris King's trying to shoot him off. Finally gets him off. It's a reversal by the Prowler. Misses again with the clothesline.
Oh,
Whoa!
catched him in a cross body. Oh, but forearm shot.
Couldn't quite get him up. Oh!
That made my head hurt.
That rang up here in the
The
rafters.
referee needs to split this up and make sure that mask is still in the Prowler the right way, because I think the eye holes may be seeing the back of his head right now.
Buddy, I tell you what, that was one
Into
loud
the
kick.
turnbuckle.
Following up here. Chris
Throwing
King
him in.
working him over.
Hard chop. I know they say Chris King's a real good challenge for you, and you're up and coming. It seems like the Prowler's really getting his challenge tonight. Oh!
2 knees. Did you see that?
2 knees. That was a wicked Shining Wizard step-up style.
That was a beautiful combination there. Prowler kicks out at the 2 count. Chris King planning his
Straight out
next
of that 2
move
count.
here.
See how this goes. Looks like the Prowler's getting a little winded. He just needs to fight back. You never know.
Could be just planning.
A big win over Chris King in this match can mean he goes up in the ranks and Chris King goes back down to where he belongs.
Absolutely.
At the bottom.
You guys who are watching your football games know how the rankings work. The same is true with our great sport.
Right there. That was beautiful. Beautiful. I think he's probably been talking to either El Diablo or one of the Texas Outlaws, because this masked man is somehow really looking like some of these men I've really managed in the past.
Well, I'm sure that he might enjoy that sentiment. Some people
You know
would.
what, Dean? If you could just turn to the dark side, as ugly as you are, and put on a mask, I might just have to manage you to glory. I never know.
How's the food?
The mighty Bill.
'Cause right now I'm
I
on.
don't think it'll work.
Well, right now I'm on a diet. If the food's better on the dark side, I might consider it. As the Prowler works King over. Cookies. I like cookies.
Let's just quit with the Star Wars talk and get back to the action. Right now, it looks like Chris King is getting schooled by the Prowler, the man from the middle of the night. big.
That was beautiful.
Lord, that was great.
Kick out by King on the 2 count.
Good call.
Beautiful power slam by the Prowler.
Good rear chin lock. David Lynch checking, make sure it's not a choke. Prowler's just doing a real good job keeping him away from the ropes.
As we stated earlier, the next match is going to see Chance Prophet, the NWA
right.
National Heavyweight Champion, taking on the one and only Billy Litt in singles competition. Non-title match.
No, that's not going to be bad. Now, the NWA National title, wasn't that also the same one Larry Zbyszko bought off Killer Tim Brooks? for
I believe that.
$25,000?
I believe it
Bob
was.
Geigel stripe. That's amazing.
Strict 'em up. We have
And Chance Prophet has a new replica, or rather not replica, he has a new version of the NWA National title.
Chris King working over the
He's
midsection on the
going to debut
Prowler.
here tonight.
The Prowler stepping outside for a breather real quick.
Let's see how this breather goes.
Chris King sizing him up for some more offense.
Come on, I hope the Prowler's smart enough to turn around. It's going to be a rookie mistake. It's going to be a rookie mistake if he doesn't. Come on, let's see how this goes.
Double axe handle by Chris
They're taking
King.
the action to the outside. King is getting vicious in this match. It's like he's getting ready to turn back to the dark side, but I doubt it.
Well, I would say
He's
that
had too much success. I doubt I could ever coax him back to being on my side.
my guess, what you said about his loss earlier in the Battle Royal, kind of giving him some fuel on his fire, would be
Well, I
would
think
be
he's
true.
much suited better for the competition, but not the higher competition. He's not right at Chance Prophet or Frank Parker level, but you never know. He may change my tune after this match.
He competed recently in the Night of Champions. 5 minutes have elapsed in this match. 5 minutes. Down in Charlotte, North Carolina, with Chance Prophet, actually. He was down there. Many of the legends. There's a Night of Legends there at the Hilton, or the Hyatt Regency, I believe it was, in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're
Look
proud
at
of some of
that,
our
working the
NWA.
eyes. This Night Prowler, he's turning out to be one good talent. Oh, big headache right there for King.
Chris King's going to have to get his bearings together. Blatant choke here on the bottom rope.
You better break it before 5. I know what happens there. Mad Dog Lynch needs to step in. Old Dave Lynch needs to step in and break this up, or it's just going to be a slobber knocker after another.
Night Prowler throwing some closed fists to the midsection now and bringing King out.
Oh, uppercut.
He's sizing him up from the corner.
Looks like it.
Here he comes with the run in.
Oh, missed
King
a
sends him in.
splash. Oh,
Beautiful uppercut. Chris King with
slap
another
to
shot.
the face. Slap to the face. He's just paint brushing him over and over. Oh, in the corner, left, right.
Clothesline. Here comes the combination
Big bulldog.
bulldog.
Oh, big bulldog.
This
White
could
collar
be
may
it.
be down. King's going to the top. We've seen this before. Senton.
All right, second rope. Is this it? It's not it.
No. Looks like King ain't got the power to keep the Prowler down just for that last count there, Bill.
Beautiful offense by King, and now the Prowler
Oh.
firing back to the midsection.
Oh, looks
Picks
like
him
he's
up.
going for it again. No.
Picks him up, shoots him off.
Oh, there's that super kick.
That's the super
right
kick.
in the snob.
This could be it. 1, 2. That's it.
Oh, Lord, they're going to have to scrape that mask off that poor Prowler's face.
Here is your winner by pinfall, Chris King.
NWA Mountain State. Chance Prophet here. You may know the name. You dang sure better know the title. NWA National Heavyweight Champion. Now, I hate to rain on your parade a little bit here, but I'm a nice guy. But you got me in here against a guy by the name of Billy Litt. Billy Litt, it's nothing personal. But I'm the National Heavyweight Champion. Who are you? I've never seen you before. Were you selling popcorn before I came in here? I don't really care. I'm Chance Prophet. I'm making a name for myself by breaking people's necks. So, Billy Litt, NWA Mountain State, I'm putting you on check. The NWA National Heavyweight Champion here, I'm not here to play. I'm here to make a name for myself.
That's right, the National Wrestling Alliance National Heavyweight Champion, a title held by Dusty Rhodes, Tully Blanchard, the Nature Boy Buddy Randall, Larry Zbyszko, Killer Tim Brooks,
Ted DiBiase.
and DiBiase. And
Yeah, bow down to that belt.
now we got Chance Prophet.
Beautiful piece of gold. Beautiful piece of hardware.
Chance Prophet now coming in and showing off the new hardware. He is your new NWA National
I say he'll
Heavyweight
stay
Champion.
that NWA National Champion for many years to come. hopefully longest reigning.
It is an honor to have the NWA championships defended in NWA Mountain State territory here. And of course, his opponent is going to be the one and only Billy Litt.
Yeah, we seen Litt earlier in that battle royal getting chucked over the top rope first thing. I guarantee he's wanting to do a little bit better. I would too. He's going to have to sprint.
There he is! Billy Litt! Up here on the top!
That boy's about as nuts as everybody. Must be
He's as nutty as squirrel poop sometimes when he gets the job done.
I think the face thing is going to leak into his brain somehow.
Well, I tell you what, if he can make a good showing against the national heavyweight champion, he might earn himself a championship match.
I don't even think he'll make a champion or a chance profit.
Billy Litt coming out to the fans tonight here. Now, of course, this is a non-title matchup. So even if Billy Litt defeats Chance Crawford in the ring, Chance Crawford retains his title. Title's not on the line.
I
And
don't
Billy,
think defeat is going to be anything but on Chance Crawford's side.
it's going to be a great challenge for Billy Litt. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a non-title matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first your new NWA National Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Chance Crawford! Yeah! His opponent hails from Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Billy Litt!
Short contest at the least.
Patrick Nicholas, your referee for this non-title matchup. Okay, the preliminaries are out of the way. Billy Litt is seeing the crowd's
Just shut up and look away from the fans and across the ring at Chance.
Now let's not let personal vendettas get in the way of a non-biased commentary, JC
What kind
Dice.
of personal vendettas? The whole time that I did feud with Billy Litt with the Texas Outlaws, we come out on the winning end. What happened to their belts? They come home to us. And they're still seated in the great state of Texas. We should rename them the Lone Star titles, but I don't think the owner, Leonard Sims, would really agree.
Collar and elbow tie-up and the slightly larger Chance Crawford back in the slightly taller Billy Litt into the
Oh,
corner.
look at that. Everybody's making fun of Chance and saying he's a bad guy. He broke for now.
Both men colorfully attired. Billy Litt is black and caution orange.
You notice Chance Crawford, his fingertips, shades of the old Great Muta and Great Kabuki. You never know what he can do with those. We haven't seen him in action here in an MSW ring in almost a year.
Hinton, West Virginia was the last time I saw him.
I think that was the last time I've laid eyes on him. I've been following his career over the internet on the NWA MySpace, to the ChanceCrawford.coms, to the NWA National Heavyweight. You know, he even vied for the National Wrestling Alliance World title.
That's
They
right.
said since he was holding the national title, he would have to give up the black belt to compete. He said, why give up gold to go after gold when I get a shot at it anyway?
Right on. That's a man knowing his position in
Front
life. As he
face lock.
front face lock in.
He's got Litt to his knees. Litt's looking for a way out. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of Greco.
Nice.
No, back to a little bit of a change.
Nice reversal there by the high flyer.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
drop
Take
toe hold.
long. Looks like he's going to make him smile for mommy in a sec. He's got that chin lock seated in deep. He's got toe 5. He'll break.
Smart wrestling there
You
by
never
the
know
national
what he'll
heavyweight
break.
champion.
He may break the hold or he may break Litt's neck tonight. You never know.
I don't see that happening.
Oh, looks like we're going to have a test of strength.
Now,
should
is this
be-
the wisest move here at this point?
I have no idea. This is like David versus Goliath, but you never know. Doesn't look like it.
Litt trying to mount back up. Hey, Prophet moving in.
Oh, he's got
Nice.
a beautiful arm wringer on. From a test of strength, you don't see that very often.
Is that working his way up?
Oh, Litt's got the reversal. Beautiful.
Ah, there we go.
Taking time for those who would have cost him.
Snap mare and a kick, all of the shades of Oriental people like Muta and Yokoshina.
We haven't seen Yokoshima around much either, but one day he'll be back. Oh, another kick. Lethal feat. That's probably what got him that NWA national title.
Coming up in this week's main event, we have the Bunkhouse Brothers defending their championship championships against the
Giant
maestro, Frank
headbutt.
Parker.
Big.
Oh!
Lit thought his little punches to the midsection was going to hurt Prophet. Prophet just showed him. Nuh-uh. Springboard.
Nice move.
Back elbow.
Nice move right to the bridge of the nose and a cover. 1, 2.
I thought there for a second we're going to see a chink in the armor, but I think Chance may be toying with him a little bit, it seems. Lit with a nice little shoulder tackle. Back elbow of his own. He's fired him off to the opposite corner. Not a wise idea, but it's a nip up.
Beautiful sit out.
Right, a little bit of an electric chair.
It is upwards of 90 degrees in this building, but the excitement in the ring has reached a boiling point here.
I don't know how Lit feels in all that black clothing, but he might weigh 98 pounds before he's done with this. If he doesn't already weigh 98 pounds, you never know with that.
Nice reversal by Prophet. Lit tried it again, but Prophet too smart for him this time.
Oh, looks like we're going to see something new here. What's he got? Oh, shades of Bob Holly, Alabama slam.
Yeah, that was a good counter. Again, you see our guys going to the well once too often here and paying a price. Oh, did you hear that?
I think Lit's lung may be somewhere in the first row of the bleachers right about now. Someone needs to make him cough, and I don't mean in a literal way. Kick to the chest, folding him back.
Chance Prophet just ruling this match.
Brutal, brutal, brutal. Lit's trying to kind of come back, but it just seems like it's making Chance laugh.
Forearms now.
We don't know how well these forearms are going. Duck. German suplex.
And we got a cover now by the national champion. Almost a 3.
Oh,
Almost
we're seeing
a
some
3.
great action here. Fans seem to really be getting in for it.
Chance Prophet now pressing his advantage.
He's
Keeping Lit back
Now
and
he's
taking his
pulling Lit
time.
up.
Look how far back that he sat before bringing him back and then
It's
delivering
like a
a
modified camel clutch almost. Forearm shots across the face. Brutal, brutal shots. Rocking him with that bicep. Poor Lit's not going to even know where to go back to the locker room at after this match. And Chance is trying to intimidate the referee. I don't know if Patrick Nicholas can be pushed that far. We've
Chance
seen
has a
people in the
glare.
past try to do it to him, but it really never worked.
headbutt now.
Another headbutt. Vicious headbutt.
And Chance Prophet just taking his time. 5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 5 minutes.
Upper top. Chance Prophet's really making up for his hiatus here in NWA Mountain State, it seems. He's wanting these fans to know what he used to do when he was here and what he's going to do here now as the
And what
NWA
he's been
national
doing in
champion.
other areas. I mean, let's face it, the man
If
has been very
He can do this
active.
in MSW. I'd hate to see the havoc he's been wreaking all over the Northeast. It's ridiculous.
The man has a great reputation because he's worked hard and he's earned it.
One Chance Prophet man could probably make any normal trainee turn around and go back home to mama.
He's just powered Lit straight through. And more big chops now. Chance sets him up, sends him to the corner. Sizes him up with a thumbs up. And another time driving his shoulder straight through the torso of Lit.
Look at that. He drove him almost. Lit is almost folded in half back at the ring post a second ago. He's going to literally snap Lit in half tonight. I hope we brought plenty of duct tape. That's going to need it as a back brace. Oh, duck under.
Sunset flip.
That flip. Desperation move.
Almost a 3. Prophet's back up.
Oh, turning inside out with a clothesline.
Took his head clean off his
I
shoulders.
think he just knocked the black and orange around on him. You never know.
And Prophet just taking his time with this.
This is
Cocky.
ridiculous. Cocky. That's not cocky.
That was
right
cocky.
there. No, that's not cocky. That right there is a sign of greatness.
That is a great cocky cover.
You
European
call it what
uppercut
you
now.
want to, but he could have got that cover.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. I can call this stuff the way I want to. JC Dykes, and don't forget it.
Oh, hits.
Hurricane Rana by
looks
the
like-
high flyer.
The action is just getting so spread out here. It looks like Patrick Nicholas is going for the highest ground possible in some of these moves.
And a cross body. 1,
gonna get
2.
it. Oh, just a fraction away from getting that pinfall.
This match is smoking here on NWA Mountain. Standing drop kick.
Litt is getting vivacious in this match and just trying to come back and be vicious and more.
He's saying one more time on the top.
We don't know if this is going to be a good thing for Litt. Chance may be playing a little bit of possum, it seems. You never know.
National Heavyweight Champion, RDM.
See, right there. That right there is a rookie mistake when you're in the ring with someone like Chance Crawford. Shades of the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, running power drive.
And now you
power slam.
And now you've got Chance Crawford going up to the
Let's
top
see
rope
what
to
Chance
cash
can do on
in.
that top rope. Shades of the
splash.
great Eddie Lake Gritty.
It's over.
Well, it looks like right there.
Here is your winner, your NWA National Heavyweight Champion, Chance Crawford.
It looks like Billy Litt got a little brush of greatness, and that greatness in the ring happened to be Chance Crawford. Stay tuned with us. Up next, we're going to have the greatest NMSW Tag Team title match, in my opinion. The Bunkhouse Boys, the men that I led to the championship, against the makeshift team of the Maestro and the NWA MSW Heavyweight Champion of Frank the Tank Parker.
Let's do it right after this break.
NWA Mountain State Tag Team Champions, Bunkhouse Boys. You know, you've been good champions. I've been following you. I've been watching what you do in the ring. You don't mind bending the rules. You don't mind breaking the rules. Well, now, tonight, you've got a tag team standing in front of you that also don't mind to bend the rules, don't mind breaking the rules. Stroh and Frank Parker, we would make fine tag team champions. And I couldn't think of a better partner than my best friend in the business, Stroh. I got the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight title. Tonight, I'm adding another one, and that's the tag team titles. Tell him, brother. Tonight! By God! Tonight!
It's the Tank, the Stroh, the true maestro of professional wrestling, to the most consummate, to the very best. Step in the ring with the very best team in NWA Mountain State, the Bunkhouse Boys, for the tag team titles. I've been telling you people since day one in Mountain State wrestling, oh, it's just a chance to Stroh for gold. I can't even talk, I'm so excited, because the gold will be around our waist. And he'll be a heavyweight champion and a tag champion, and I'll be a tag team champion. And most of all, bottom line, we're champions. And we'll go for the gold, Bunkhouse Boys. You've been champs for a long time here, but now time has come to go toe-to-toe with the Tank and the Stroh. Ooh la la!
The legendary Bunkhouse Boys.
They are indeed legendary. They're one of the few tag teams that I've seen take a brand new 2-minute-old tag team championship team of Dynamite Derek Billings and Billy Litt and leave them laying.
Many times.
And it wasn't even their match.
Granted, yes, Dynamite Derek Billings and Billy Litt did kind of piss them over a little bit and caused them to have to leave MSW last season. But that's where I come back in with the second time, guys.
And the rest is questionable history.
It's not questionable no more, it's just history, remarkable history.
That's going to be debated almost as hard as the Warren Commission report. Now, come on, man.
No.
I don't care who says what. There's always going to be somebody, myself included, that thinks the Bunkhouse Boys were the Texas Outlaws.
That lovely cowbell out music to my ears.
Yes, indeed. And of course, their opponents for this match are the team of Frank the Tank Parker and the Maestro.
We're going to see how well that
Royal.
one works.
I think it's going to work a whole lot better than you're giving it credit for.
months, we've seen a different Bandit. New ring attire, a
The
little bit new
following
ink.
contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for your NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the champions from the great state of Texas. They are Big Willie Blackheart and the Bandit, the Bunkhouse Boys.
That's right, down there, right there.
You're really proud. Big Willie's proud too.
Big Willie's the proudest man in the world.
And their opponents, the last men standing in the ring from earlier this evening's Battle Royal, your Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Frank the Tank Parker, and International Wrestling Sensation, the Maestro. Mad Dog David Lynch, your referee for this championship matchup.
Not going to be a long matchup. The Bunkhouse Boys look refreshed. Them two's already been in here, beat each other's brains out, and now it seems like they're a team.
I take a different outlook on this. It's not going to be a very long match because the Bunkhouse Boys have not had their cardio up already, and both Frank the Tank Parker and the Maestro have.
Cardio. It's not all about the cardio, the smarts, and the strength. It's about how well these men handle themselves in the ring. You have two men that have been together probably longer than they've been in their own families. And you got two people that's only been together for less than an hour.
Actually, thinking back to Union, West Virginia, Frank Parker and the Maestro.
Another makeshift team of them.
Princeton,
too.
West Virginia, Frank
Another
Parker
makeshift team
and the
of them.
Maestro.
But how many tag team titles have them two
Hinton,
won
West
together?
Virginia, Frank Parker and the Maestro.
Yeah, you may know all the history, but the only thing you don't know is which tag team on this side has the belt. That's right.
The match has started with a wrist lock. Let's see how it ends.
Textbook. When
You
you look at
cannot
the Bunkhouse Boys, you look right there, and it looks like the Minnesota Wrecking Crew slap, dab, smack in a train wreck.
Great.
With the old styles of, I don't know, the Blackjacks, the Outlaws, the original of Murdoch and Rhodes.
Boy, I tell you what, did you see the Strode getting a little bit edgy, riling up the Bandit there?
It's not going to take much. Bandit's going to get this pretty fast.
Great action here tonight.
Oh yes, collar and elbow tie. Oh, Stroh's got a lock around the stomach. He's reaching back.
Bandit gets a
He's
handful
got
of
the
hair.
advantage. He's got the advantage.
Strode with the drop toe hold. Bring him around to an armbar.
I don't know if Bandit's really slacking right now or if he's just toying with him because it looks like he's just taking a little nap.
Oh, he's not napping.
Well, I think it's going to be turned around right quick in our favor.
In our favor. But you talk like you're down there still.
I'm with them in spirit at all times.
Well, I guess that's important there. Depending on how many spirits they've had to, throughout the course of the day, their matches go good. Sometimes not so good.
Remember, I was the guiding light to them belts.
Frank Parker now making his appearance in the match against the Bandit, working that left arm over.
See how long this goes.
Arm drag! This will go as long as Frank Parker wants
You know, I got to give Frank Parker all of the props in the world because that man, for his size, can do some tremendous things. I have seen him throw drop kicks, hurricanranas, and even doing an arm drag for a man his size is not really a feat of excellence, but more or less a feat of showmanship, maybe a little bit of showing off.
Frank Parker has the grace of a ballerino and the mass of a sumo. He is one of the most respected people. PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, top 500 for the past 2 years in a
So
row.
is the Maestro. Somehow my Bunkhouse Boys keep getting left out because they won't take them as a team. They want them separately, but they don't work just as a separate unit. They are a unit, and they are the Bunkhouse.
They work the best as one, don't they? Now you got Big Willie sizing up.
We got
Frank
the
the
big
Tank
man
Parker.
in there.
Big Willie
The
Blackheart.
unmovable Texas Obby.
Frank Parker coming out with a knee and a fist.
Oh, let's see what he's going to do here. Oh, he's got that arm a wrench.
Tag into the Maestro. He's sizing it up.
That right there was just cockiness. He didn't have to do all that.
Breaking that arm down is the Maestro.
It's not the same arm that Big Willie broke many, like sometime last year in MSW.
It could be.
I'm not for sure. That was before my time. Oh, vicious.
I was going to say something mean. I was going to say it was back when things were better.
Oh, things are great right now. You're just jealous because my men still have the tag team championship.
And that smell.
Let's not talk about that smell because we've both been sitting up here sweating in this weather.
I tell you, this is a beautiful room here in Roncevert, but it's hot. But we are so glad to be here in
Turning
Roncevert,
up the
West
heat in
Virginia.
the ring, and I hope they never turn the heat up here at the commentating.
Strong going to town on that arm.
Cross arm breaker.
5 minutes have elapsed in the match. 5 minutes. Quick tag to Frank, the Tank Parker. And Parker, while Stroh's keeping that arm stretched out beyond its
See how
range
they
of
get
motion.
this. I hope, but I don't think we're going to see new tag team champions. And what will happen if Frank Parker ends up holding the tag team belt when Leonard Sims, the owner of MSW, allow him to hold 2 belts at one time? Look at that.
Sammy the Bandit breaking it up there, excuse me. Breaking it up there from outside the ring with the knee.
All right.
Smart move.
Good.
Like you said, they work best as a team. Look at that, more teamwork.
Oh, yeah.
Like it or not, it's effective.
They know how to work that referee, play him just like a fiddle to get what they want.
Here they come. No tag.
Oh, there was a tag.
No tag.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm paid to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Willie's taking him a breather, it looks like. That was a tag, ref. You just can't hear all this action.
Sammy working, Bandit working over the Stroh here. And now returning the favor is Big Willie Blackheart.
Looks like the referee there is about almost the same size as the Bandit. Oh, that hard fist to the head. Hard fist.
That slows down the heavyweight champion. And the Stroh coming in to break up the tag.
Yeah, see, the referee's getting onto them. The referee's for them.
That referee's not, he is a, man, he's calling it straight up the middle. Look at that. Look at that.
That's good by the referee.
The referee, the Maestro's causing more harm than good to his partner.
Good job, Big Willie. Keep him isolated. Referee's got a tough job with these bunkhouse boys, don't he?
We can actually see all of the action from our vantage point about 20 feet up in the air.
Thrust. Frank Parker's probably not going to be able to swallow nothing for a week. And this right here, if they lose this match against the greatest tag team, will probably be a hard pill to swallow for this makeshift team of Maestro and Parker.
Big Willie landing blow after blow on Frank Parker in their corner. And now distracting the referee while the Bandit goes to town.
The Bandit's trying to help him loosen his windpipe up a little bit with that bull rope right there. You don't know what you're talking about, Ben. Just call the action like you're paid to do.
I am so glad this match is almost over, because when this match is over with, this programming hour is over, and my time with you is over.
You know, you don't want to go to dinner with me?
You used to throw rocks at my kids.
I would see if, just trying to get their attention, see if you want to go bowling. Whatever.
Speaking of bowling, there were two size 16s coming together in the middle of that
Two Idaho Spuds went. I don't know what's going on.
Big Willie.
Willie's getting up fast. He may be big, but
Frank Parker's taking a lot of punishment in this match. He's in the wrong corner. 2 wrong corners. And he rolls over, gets a tag into the Maestro, and here comes the Bandit. We got the
Bandit rock.
The Maestro swinging for the rafters here in Roncevert tonight.
See what goes on with the Maestro here. Oh, high
Bandit
knee
cuts
by
him
the
off.
Bandit. They got him isolated in a corner. He's giving him knee after knee to the midsection. Stroh doesn't look good.
We got a reversal.
No reversal.
We got the Bandit.
What happened?
Maestro winds up with the cowbell. And David Lynch sees the cowbell.
Oh, yes. Disqualification.
No!
The belt
You've got it
in the
wrong!
state of Texas.
You've got it
Right
wrong!
there, you're winners. The Maestro deliberately took that cowbell off the ring and used it.
Here are your winners by disqualification. And still, NWA Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Big Willie Blackheart and the Bandit, the Bunkhouse Boys.
Victory is a victory.
This is as bad as
A
Starcade.
victory is a victory.
No, it's not. This is as bad as Starcade with Rhodes and Blanchard. Folks, this has been an incredible night of action here in Ronceverte, West Virginia. We've seen the national heavyweight champion, Chance Profit. We have seen the Bunkhouse Boys taking on the winners of the Battle Royal, who were Frank the Tank Parker and the Maestro. Guys, more great action coming up next week. It's every Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on Fox West Virginia, NWA Mountain State Wrestling action. I'm Dean Bibb. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.